Hello, everyone. It seems Queen Camilla has been losing sleep lately, with royal rumors stirring up a storm. Prince William, future king and beloved by many, has reportedly made a bold decision, one so daring that it has left Camilla scrambling to hold onto the monarchy's long-standing traditions, for whatever they mean to her. Facing a looming shakeup, she's caught in a whirlwind of shock, worry, and desperation, painting quite the intense picture. It's rumored that William has chosen to assert his independence in a way that could forever change the dynamics of the royal family. For Camilla, who spent years establishing her place beside Charles, this move may threaten the traditional image she's worked so hard to build, one rooted in customs that some might consider outdated. Let's take a moment to consider why Camilla might feel the impact of this announcement so deeply. Prince William has long been seen as the hope for a modern, relatable, and value-driven monarchy, a refreshing contrast to the traditional approach embodied by Charles and Camilla, which some critics describe as distant. William has consistently worked to bring the royal family closer to the public, often stepping away from strict protocol to connect with everyday people and champion causes that resonate with younger generations, like mental health and environmental advocacy. Insiders suggest this bold decision could mean changes to William's public role or even a restructuring of the royal family's internal operations, something that could reshape the monarchy in ways not seen since Queen Elizabeth II's passing. There's also talk that this shift might affect the future roles of William's three children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, possibly setting a new direction for their place in the monarchy. While William's move is focused on modernization, Camilla's response, if rumors are to be believed, reflects a concern that these changes might shake the monarchy's stability or perhaps even threaten her own influence within it. After years of transitioning from a controversial figure to queen consort, Camilla has worked hard to secure her place beside Charles, despite ongoing public scrutiny. Camilla has managed to carve out a position of influence, standing as a symbol of the monarchy's traditional roots in a world that's rapidly changing around them. Many view William as a herald of change, a role he's embraced with quiet authority and an approachable charm that resonates deeply with the public. It's clear that this new generation is keen on reshaping the monarchy rather than clinging to outdated customs. Yet for Camilla, William's independence reportedly feels like a challenge to the monarchy's legacy and, by extension, her own. His choices likely hint at a progressive future that may not only overshadow Charles but also undermine the influence she's worked tirelessly to establish. William's public image reflects compassion, strength, and a strong sense of duty, qualities that stand in stark contrast to Camilla's. While her legacy has been clouded by past controversies and a carefully crafted public persona, William's is built on sincerity and a deep commitment to his role. This bold choice to forge his own path serves as a clear message: Prince William doesn't need anyone's approval to do what he feels is right for the monarchy. To be clear, William isn't questioning the monarchy's existence, he's questioning its relevance as he readies himself for his future role as king. His actions suggest that the traditional ways represented by figures like Camilla might no longer be suited for today's world. This move reflects his desire to lead with openness, empathy, and a commitment to change that aligns with society's progress. Camilla's reported discomfort with William's independence hints at a deep concern over how this could affect her and Charles's carefully cultivated image. Her path to becoming queen consort was controversial enough, but she likely hoped her public image challenges were behind her. William's decisive step, however, brings those issues back into focus, especially if his vision doesn't align with that of her and Charles. At its core, the tension between William and Camilla reflects a larger generational divide. William embodies a monarchy that looks ahead, aiming to evolve and serve the public's needs. Camilla, in contrast, stands by an institution built on long-standing traditions and rituals. Some might say this reflects an outdated sense of entitlement. William understands that for the monarchy to endure, it must evolve with the times. His dedication to building a monarchy that values transparency, relevance, and service over rigid tradition speaks to his strength as a leader and his respect for the institution. This recent development has the public eager to see if William's fresh approach will lead to meaningful change or if he'll encounter resistance from within the palace walls. To many royal followers, his decision feels like a breath of fresh air, a sign that he's ready to usher in a new era aligned with modern values. Meanwhile, Camilla's reported distress underscores her strong attachment to tradition. Her loyalty to the old ways, depending on one's perspective, may be less about honoring the monarchy's legacy and more about securing her own place within it. For royal fans who embrace progress and a forward-looking monarchy, William's independent path brings hope and the promise of innovation. Camilla's reaction, however, serves as a stark reminder of the challenges in resisting change. Ultimately, William's choice reminds us that while tradition has its place, it can't be the sole guide for a modern monarchy. His journey marks a clear shift from the traditionalist views upheld by Charles and reportedly fiercely defended by Camilla. By daring to shape his own path, William not only secures his legacy but also champions a monarchy that aligns with the hopes and dreams of the people it serves. As Camilla grapples with the impact of William's independence, the royal family and the world witnesses a powerful story of progress meeting resistance. William's decision is more than a personal stance, it's a declaration that, under his leadership, the monarchy will strive to be as enduring as it is relevant. For those cheering on change, his bold step forward signals the promise of a more modern, inclusive, and dynamic monarchy for future generations. While Camilla, ever the traditionalist, clings to the past like a lifeline, William appears ready to navigate uncharted waters with clarity and resolve. What this means for the monarchy's future is uncertain. How will Camilla, who has spent a lifetime steeped in royal traditions, respond to this modern prince whose vision doesn't just hint at change, but threatens to transform the very fabric of royal life? In this unfolding story, the legacy of Princess Diana is an ever-present influence. William's desire to reimagine royal duties and family connections brings to mind Diana's approach to raising her children, marked by love, understanding, and a deliberate effort to show them life beyond palace walls. It's as if William has inherited not only his mother's compassionate heart, but also her drive to keep the monarchy relevant in a fast-changing world. Unlike Camilla, who often seems anchored to the past, clinging to tradition like a moth to a flame, William understands that the monarchy must adapt to survive. This forward-thinking approach places him in clear contrast to Camilla, whose traditional ways seem more like a fading photograph than a dynamic, evolving legacy. Camilla has indeed secured her place beside King Charles, but it raises a critical question: has she done so at the expense of the monarchy's future? Camilla's role has often been seen as that of the supportive wife, the steadfast partner who keeps things steady while her husband leads. However, this narrative starts to unravel when placed alongside the changing expectations of a monarchy that can no longer be simply a quaint, outdated institution. The world is watching, and the public's desire for change is stronger than ever. In this light, William's potential adjustments to royal traditions could be seen not only as personal growth but as a necessary shift to keep the monarchy relevant. Rumors suggest that William's decisions might even extend to a reimagining of the royal family structure itself. Could we see a streamlined monarchy led by William and Catherine, with Charles and Camilla stepping back? It's an intriguing idea, one that appeals to those who long for a monarchy that feels more relatable and less excessive. The prospect of a royal family focused on real connection with the public, paired with a dedication to philanthropy and service, resonates deeply in an age that values authenticity. In contrast, Camilla's traditional approach, rooted in the ceremony and pageantry that have defined the monarchy for centuries, risks appearing increasingly out of touch, more like an artifact than a dynamic, living institution. This transformation is profound, and William's vision for the monarchy could be a defining step toward a more modern, relevant royal family. William's approach could indeed pave the way for a new kind of monarchy, one that balances modern values with a respect for its rich heritage. This isn't simply about refreshing the royal family's image, it's about redefining what it means to be royal in a world that increasingly values transparency and accountability. In this sense, William's choices could serve as a counterbalance to the more old-fashioned tendencies represented by Camilla, who, despite her elevated role, often seems rooted in a bygone era. The idea that the monarchy can evolve to reflect today's values is a powerful one, placing William at the forefront of this essential transformation. As whispers about William's plans continue, the potential impact on his children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, cannot be ignored. A more modern, relatable monarchy could shape a legacy for them that's far different from what previous generations have known. William's commitment to fostering his children's connection to the public and broadening their understanding of the world beyond palace walls reflects a thoughtful shift away from the isolation that once defined royal upbringing. This openness points to a future monarchy that is not only enduring but also in touch with the people it serves. While Camilla may prefer to maintain traditions that benefit her, William's focus on raising empathetic, grounded individuals prepares his children for a future where they might use their royal influence in a new way. Camilla, who has often walked the fine line between acceptance and being an outsider within the royal family, may see William's rise as a personal threat, potentially widening the rift between them. The dynamic between Camilla and William resembles a royal game of chess, with each move and response carefully calculated. William's bold decision-making places him in a position of strength that could unsettle Camilla's carefully cultivated image. Behind closed doors at Buckingham Palace, one can only imagine the quiet discussions as Camilla strategizes to protect her interests while projecting unity with her stepson. To the casual observer, the tension might seem subtle, but for insiders, it's a powder keg waiting for a spark. Observers are also speculating about the broader impact of William's choices on the monarchy's image. In a world where public perception is crucial, the monarchy's relevance depends on staying connected to modern society. William's approach, rooted in empathy and relatability, has the potential to strengthen the monarchy's appeal to younger generations who are increasingly disillusioned by royal pomp. If Camilla continues to cling to old ways, she risks being seen as out of touch in a rapidly evolving royal landscape. By clinging to her traditional ideals, Camilla risks alienating a public that seeks authenticity and connection. As we know, perception shapes reality, and William's vision could be the fresh narrative the monarchy needs to survive in an era dominated by social media and constant public scrutiny. In this light, Camilla's struggle to adapt to William's approach becomes increasingly evident. Her reluctance to embrace change may amplify her insecurities as she finds herself more and more sidelined. While she might wish to influence the narrative from the sidelines, William's actions are likely to challenge her carefully crafted image, making her seem less relevant to the public. This struggle for relevance could lead to increased tensions within the royal family, as Camilla fights to maintain her influence in a landscape that is rapidly changing around her. As we consider the broader implications of William's potential decisions, it's important to recognize the cultural context in which this drama unfolds. The monarchy's ability to resonate with the public is crucial, and in a time when values are shifting, how each member of the royal family adapts could determine the institution's future. The British monarchy, with its rich history and deep-rooted traditions, stands at a pivotal moment. In a time when institutions are being asked to demonstrate their relevance, the monarchy must evolve if it wants to maintain its place in society. William's vision offers a glimmer of hope, a chance for the monarchy to redefine itself, connect meaningfully with the public, and remain a significant presence in the 21st century. On the other hand, Camilla's commitment to tradition could solidify her status as a relic of the past, symbolizing a monarchy that struggles to meet modern demands. Will she dig in her heels, clinging to a vision that no longer resonates with the public? The outcome of this power struggle will undoubtedly shape the future of the British royal family, with consequences that extend far beyond Buckingham Palace. As we examine this unfolding saga, it's essential to recognize that the stakes have never been higher. With each passing day, the tension builds and the world is watching closely. As this royal drama plays out, the public, eager for insight into the monarchy's inner workings, is ready to support the narrative that resonates most strongly with them. For many, that narrative is anchored in the ideals embodied by William, a fresh, modern approach to leadership that frees itself from the constraints of tradition. For others, particularly those loyal to Camilla and her vision, the fear of losing the monarchy's historical significance looms large. Ultimately, this evolving story will define how the monarchy adapts to the challenges of today while striving to remain relevant for future generations. This situation is a microcosm of a larger battle for the very soul of the British monarchy. As William strides confidently into his future, the critical question is whether Camilla can adapt to the new landscape he is creating, or if she will become a footnote in the history of an institution that must change to survive in this royal power struggle. The moves are intricate, the stakes are high, and the outcomes remain uncertain. However, one thing is clear: the monarchy is on the verge of transformation, and how it navigates this pivotal moment will shape its legacy for years to come. With the eyes of the world watching, the question of whether Camilla can rise to the occasion or falter under pressure will continue to captivate both royal watchers and casual observers alike. The unfolding drama promises to be a fascinating exploration of tradition versus progress, leaving an indelible mark on the monarchy and its role in contemporary society. This narrative of evolution is not just about the royal family, it reflects broader societal changes, making it a story that resonates well beyond the palace walls. As we witness this narrative unfold, we can expect a royal saga unlike any other one, filled with intrigue, conflict, and the potential for unprecedented change. Speculation runs rampant regarding the potential fallout from William's decisions. If he chooses to raise his children in a way that is more grounded and less constrained by royal tradition, it could result in a seismic shift in the monarchy's image. Camilla's anxiety must be palpable. She understands how the public reacts to even a hint of modernity. Will William allow his children to engage more freely with the outside world, or will he prefer the insulated bubble that Camilla seems to advocate? Whatever happens, the anticipation is thrilling and royal enthusiasts are on the edge of their seats. The irony of Camilla's position is striking. Once seen as the mistress who disrupted a marriage, she now stands as queen consort, trying to project an image of unity and stability in a family known for its drama. This transformation from a controversial figure to a royal partner adds another layer of complexity to the unfolding story. The tension between the old ways and a new vision for the monarchy will keep everyone watching closely, eager to see how these dynamics play out in the public eye. As William asserts his independence and steps into his own role, Camilla's past, marked by scandal and public disdain, casts a long shadow over her reign. What a fitting twist that the very figure she once viewed as just a pawn in the royal game is now the one reshaping the board. With neither party willing to go on record, the air thickens with unspoken tension. Will we witness a royal power struggle that sees William at the helm, steering the ship toward uncharted waters, or will Camilla's efforts to uphold tradition prevail? The stakes couldn't be higher, and the implications for the monarchy are profound. In the grand scheme, this conflict represents not just a personal rivalry, but a significant moment in the evolution of the British royal family. How this plays out will not only affect their lives, but could redefine the monarchy's role in modern society. As both William and Camilla navigate their paths, the world watches with bated breath, eager to see which vision will ultimately prevail. In the tapestry of the royal narrative, the threads of William's vision and Camilla's adherence to tradition create a riveting contrast. As we await the unfolding of this drama, one thing is certain: Camilla's reactions will be scrutinized just as closely as William's decisions. The world will be watching for any signs of unity or friction within the royal family. As the next act in this captivating saga unfolds, what a saga it is. Each revelation and rumor ignites further interest among royal enthusiasts, all eager to dissect the implications of William's actions and Camilla's responses. The once steadfast queen consort now finds herself in the crosshairs of public opinion, as William's boldness threatens to overshadow her carefully crafted image. The British monarchy, once seen as an institution steeped in tradition, now stands on the brink of transformation, and it's enough to make one's head spin. One can only hope that William's choices are bold enough to foster lasting change within the monarchy, paving the way for a future that truly reflects the values of modern society. The potential for this transformation could redefine the royal family's role and significance in today's world. Meanwhile, Camilla will need to navigate these choppy waters with the grace and poise for which she's known. If she can muster any amid the rising tide of uncertainty, her once ironclad position is now being challenged, and how she responds will shape her legacy and potentially the future of the monarchy. As we sit back and enjoy the unfolding drama, we can only wonder, will Camilla rise to the occasion, or will she find herself pushed to the sidelines? As William forges ahead, the anticipation is palpable. The world watches with bated breath, ready to witness the next thrilling installment of this royal drama. What will it be? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: this royal narrative is far from over, and the saga continues to captivate us all. The tension between tradition and modernity has never been more pronounced, and we're all on the edge of our seats, eager to see how this captivating story unfolds. Will Camilla rise to the challenge, or will she fade into the background? Stay tuned, because the royal family is sure to deliver more twists and turns that we can't wait to discuss. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the latest updates.